welcome from Joe Morelli Gymnasium here in the campus of Duluth High School in Duluth, Georgia. The SUVTV presents Norcross against Peachtree Ridge in the finals of the Region 7 of 7A tournament. Both these teams have punched a ticket to the state championship to be starting out next week, but what's at stake here is home games. Both these teams will have one home game, but the winner gets two home games, and the loser will just get one and maybe be on the road in the second round. Hello again, welcome. I'm John Mordo. Thank you so much for joining us here as the SUVTV wraps up tournament week here in Georgia with a slate of championship games. We've got some coming your way tomorrow, but this is going to be a good one because Norcross ranked 5th in the state heading into the tournament, and Peachtree Ridge, as there's head coach Jesse McMillan of the Devils. He's got a 22-4 record this season, 11-1 in the region. Again, that number 5 ranking. And they're going to face off against Peachtree Ridge, 21-5 overall, 10-2 in the region. These two teams have split their two meetings. Norcross dominated in the home match at the House of Blue, 86-61. Peachtree Ridge answered the bell at Suwannee on the 31st. A few weeks ago, won that game by 3, 58-55. They just announced the player of the region, all region teams, and Norcross really did sweep them. 4 of their starters either made all region or player of the year, culminating in Mir Panoam, number 3, getting the player of the year award. Abdul Rahman, Lamarian Jordan, and Samorian Bond also got all region selections for Norcross. Peachtree Ridge got Connor Teasley and Byron Martin on the team, as well as getting Jamal Peters on the all defensive squad, as our teams are about ready to get introduced. Again, Region 7 is going to start with Region 8 in the first round of the state tournament, so that's going to be the other Gwinnett County region, and that tournament's going on right now at Buford, and as we get results from there, we will get those along to you. The girls matchup just wrapped itself up. Again, Norcross Peachtree Ridge 1-2 in that as well, and it was the girls of Norcross downing Peachtree Ridge decisively 57-36, so Norcross will pick up the 1 seed in the girls tournament. Peachtree Ridge gets the 2, and of course Jesse McMillan would love for the same result here. But Peachtree Ridge, as you see their starters being introduced, high flying through the starting 5 in their red uniforms, white numbers, and blue trim. That's Byron Martin right there, one of the all-region selections. And of course, Norcross going with their normal starting 5 as Bilal Abdul Rahman gets introduced. Now Lamarian Jordan and Panoam now getting his introduction as they go through the starting laps. 6'4", Samarian Bond also 6'4". A lot of height on this Norcross team as Toby Ojukwu 6'1", Abdul Rahman 5'10" on his own. Very talented Norcross team, as evidenced by getting that 22-4 record. North Peachtree Ridge, no slouch on their end, 21-5 as Jesse McMillan's sporting the Santa Claus beard. And we are about ready to get going here tonight from Duluth High School. Been a exciting, action-packed tournament. They're getting it finished here on a Wednesday night. So these teams will have a little bit of a break before the start of the state tournament next week. Again, we're going to have more state championship tournaments games for you here on the SUVTV. We'll give you their schedule a little later on. Again, check your local listings for dates and times of your various screens. It's going to be Kush Chewin going against Lamarian Jordan. We're underway. It's easily punched into the backcourt where it's collected by the player of the year, Panoam. He'll give it to Abdul Rahman, and we are underway. Norcross in the white with the blue numbers. They are going left to right across your monitor. Panoam's going to drive early. He'll take it up and ripped away. Well, before they rip it away from Darius Wallace, and an alternating possession is called. It'll be Peachtree Ridge basketball anyway. The referee just holding on to his whistle for a little bit. Peachtree Ridge would have saved the alternating possession and get the possession here. First time in the Peachtree Ridge offensive zone of things. Let's see what the Lions can do if they try to get the early lead. As 30 seconds have gone by, here's Jamal Peters on that defense selection against the Norcross 2-3 zone. He'll feed Martin. Martin thought about left side, back to Peters, back outside. Here's Chuan who puts it up. It's short. And a late foul. Bailing him out is going to be Jordan. As Jordan will foul the three-point shooter, something you really don't want to do. First one is going to bounce around and not fall for Kus Chuan. Senior, he can play all guard positions. And here's number 2 on the 3. Foul shots, that one doesn't go either. Skirts around the rim before falling. He's got one more shot at things. If Peachtree Ridge is going to get the first point on the old scoreboard. And no, missed all 3. That could be important as it gives Norcross an idea of who they want to foul should this game be close in the later stages. 7:08 left in the quarter. We're still looking for our first points in this championship matchup. Jump shot is good for Sumerian Bond. And Norcross gets on the board 2-0 with a minute gone by. Driving and unable to get a good shot off is Rashad Dames. It'll stay with the Lions, down 2-0. Driving early on a high-low to Wallace, cutting to Dames. He's blocked hard by Panoa. Stays with Peachtree Ridge. Peachtree Ridge having a lot of difficulty getting off a good shot. Bailed out by a foul, but Norcross got bailed out when they couldn't make any of the 3 foul shots. Look at this suffocating defense shown by the Devils. Now, in the lane is Peters. Peters somehow got it around a swat from Jordan. Missed the shot, though. And somehow goes the other way. Gets good for Jordan. Jordan with 2. Bond almost lost it. It was sitting in his backhand, and Lion almost came in from behind to snatch it away. Stayed out of it. And Norcross was able to hang with it, get the layup. They're up 4-0 with 6:06 left in the first quarter. Off the shoe of Martin. Ojukwu can't get a shot, but he will get fouled. That'll be the first Lion infraction of the day. It's going to go against Byron Martin in all region selections. We take a look on that. Yeah, you saw that trailing left hand come in. Knock Ojukwu off his stride, and it's going to let him go to the line. 2 minutes have gone by, just about. And Norcross 4, Peachtree Ridge nothing. Ojukwu is going to try and change that. Ojukwu eyes, puts it up, and good. A 5-0 lead for the Devils. And Ojukwu trying to make it 6-0. It's up and no, little short as Chuan gets the rebound. So it's 5-0 favor of Norcross with 5:54 to go here in our opening period. Fighting through the lane, and Dames can't get a shot to go. Another rebound for Norcross, and trying to push the tempo is Rahman. He'll get touch fouled by Jamal Peters. And it's going to be the second foul on the Lions. And they'll bring it into Bond to the near side. Ojukwu with 1 point today. 5-0 favor of Norcross. Goes inside, thinking about that 3 is Panoa. No, cutting in, unable to Bond. He's unable to hold on to it cleanly. And the Lions will get it back with 5:27 left on the clock. This is in the backcourt. We'll see if Peachtree Ridge can get a shot off against this really tough Norcross zone, although now it looks almost like a man with elements of the 3-2. And Ojukwu will get the steal. go back to the Devils. 4:58 remaining. Norcross with a 5-0 lead. We kind of know what the winner and loser of this ball game, who they'll face in the state tournament. And we'll get into that in a bit. Here's a 3-ball, and it won't fall for Bond. And the scrum for the loose ball. It'll go against Panoam, his first. And it will be Peachtree Ridge basketball. Coming the other way. The Lions still looking for their first point. We're almost halfway done with this first quarter. Another steal. Teasley got his pocket picked. Ramon got blocked. And they're still fighting for it. Panoam had the stick back. He couldn't get that to go. And a loose ball foul. Let's check this again. I think it's going to go on Teasley. There's the first great stuff by Martin. And Teasley will get the call for the personal foul, his first. And that's good for Jordan. That's a 2. And it's now 7-0 as we approach the halfway point. And Peachtree Ridge still looking for that first points of the day. Surprise coach Jordan Griffin doesn't call a timeout because this team just can't get a good shot off. Well, there's a good shot, but it's short for Teasley. That's where they're going. Another rebound for Norcross. They are owning the Peachtree Ridge glass. Now, trying to sneak his way through is Ojukwu, and he will get contact and head to the line. And it will be against Darius Wallace. There's that off-balance shot we just saw from Jordan. Look at that fall away on the baseline. Nice. Now back to Ojukwu to the line. First one is no good. Falls to the right. Well, I think Ojukwu might be the one that Peachtree Ridge will be looking to foul in a close situation as we get further into this ball game. That's good. So he's got 2, both from the charity stripe. Makes it 8-0 with 3:40 remaining in the first quarter. Peachtree Ridge trying to avoid getting skunked here in the first as Shuhan has it. Cutting to the near side is Teasley. Goes against that big body Panoam. Has to do a bullet pass. Back to Teasley. They want Teasley free. He'll go baseline. Feeds, and it bounced out for Wallace. Had a nice little shot right in front of the hoop, but Wallace couldn't get it. Norcross tried to run a break, and Teasley blocked again. Devils going to make a pay here. They're running. Bond can't get it on the stuff. Tried to put it on with authority, and it was clean, but then Peachtree Ridge will throw the ball away. Chuan looking for Teasley in the corner. Couldn't get to him. Bad pass. Here again, here's Bond. And a great stuff for Chuan. Able to keep him from getting to the hoop untouched. 2:55 remaining. Goes inside, no. Bond again, kept from the hoop. And timeout. Officials are going to call time. See if Jesse McMillan. Oh, it's the shot clock. It's the shot clock not working properly. First year of the shot clock, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Mainly it's working, but they just have to get used to letting it go as soon as possession is changed, and sometimes that doesn't happen. So what they're going to do is try to get that thing to roll down. I mentioned that we know what the first round is starting to come into focus of the state playoffs. In Region 8, held at the Buford Arena, Mountain View defeats Collins Hill by 1 point. What that means is the loser of this ball game will host Mountain View, while the winner will host Collins Hill. So that's how that's going to go. And in Region 7, this region, it was North Gwinnett winning the consolation game and Berkmar losing that. So The winner of the Buford Mill Creek matchup will face Berkmar, and the loser will host North Gwinnett. Well, we got an official timeout as they try to fix the clock with 2:37 remaining. So that's why that shot clock is the issue. So again, we know a little bit about that first round. It'll be the loser of this one facing Mountain View, and the winner hosting Collins Hill. So hopefully we'll be able to get a score from that Buford Mill Creek matchup a little bit later in the evening. So we will take a quick break and be right back once they get everything reset here on the SUVTV. And welcome back. I'm John Mordo. Thank you for riding with us here in the SUVTV as we're trying to get the shot clock working here in the championship game here in Region 7. Region 7 and Region 8 wrapping things up here tonight as they await the state tournament starting, I believe, Tuesday is when the first round will tip off. And I'm sure we'll have a lot of stuff to talk about once we get those matchups and pairings and seedings together. And some of them are falling into place as we speak. Norcross, Peachtree Ridge going at it right here, and it's been all Devils, 8-0. Their defense has been suffocating, but that's Dames getting the first points on a nice layup the left side, 8-2, with 2:10 left here in the first. Now Bond, and he still can't get it. Bond has been very aggressive in this early going. He's had one dunk blocked, that one blocked as well. And we're gonna have another touch foul on Peachtree Ridge. Looks like that's gonna go against Martin. And I think that's gonna be Martin's second, with 1:58 left in the quarter. So the Devils will get another crack at things as Abdul Rahman tries to go from the elbow. It'll stay with Norcross. Again, Bond is just flying to the basketball. He's flying to the hoop, flying to those loose balls, but especially when he's going in just a little too strong. And maybe that's part of the issue of why he can't get those shots to fall. There's a stop and a pop and a drop for Lamarion Jordan. Jordan has hit all three of his jump shots. He's got 7, and it's 11-2 with $1:44 remaining in our first quarter. Dames has got the only 2 points. No, he doesn't. That's Chuhan who takes from the coffin corner on the other side. Now a 6-point game, 11-5. Chuhan likes to try to shoot from 3, preferably in those coffin corners. He tried one as we just started from the near side. That one he went from the far side. As the Devils are operating here. Spinning is Panoam. He floats and he gets it to go. And the region player of the year, that's his first 2 points. It's 13-5. We got a buck left. Dames. Yes! What a rainbow for Dames. And they're just going 3 for 3 right now. 13-8. Count it and going to the line. Panoam is just not going to be stopped right now. Count the basket. Foul on Wallace. So Panoam with 4. This to make it a 3-point play. We get our first sub. A.J. Watkins enters. He will play for Zhukwu. And I believe we have a substitute for Peachtree Ridge. Colin Washington comes in. Good for Panoam. So Panoam with 5, and it's 16-8 with 44 seconds remaining. Now, Peachtree Ridge. Here's Teasley. He got bumped off a little bit. Still throws up that hook and gets the roll. Teasley on the board with 2. 16-10. And Peachtree Ridge, they found their offensive touch. It was 8-0 when we took that timeout, as launching is Panoam, and it's flat. Time winding down. Panoam intercepts the steal, gets out of the double team. Ball's loose. Panoam comes to his stride to the back end and can't get the dunk. It's Jordan. That's Jordan's first missed field goal. As time winds down, Teasley's got to hurry it up. He'll throw it, and it's going to hit the top of the backboard. And that does it for our first quarter. Norcross 16, Peachtree Ridge 10. A good job by the Lions to come back after being shut out for the first 5.5 minutes of this one. Breda Pest Management is a proud supporter of Georgia high school athletics. The best defense is stopping bugs and critters. That'll be Breda Pest Management. Breda has been protecting homes all over the state of Georgia for 50 years. See why so many homeowners chose Breda to protect their homes at bredapest.com. Now, was there a foul at the end of that shot on for Teasley? Because he's setting up. Now they put 3/10 of a shot clock. Now, have they been overruled? I think they were overruled. And Jordan Griffin, I think you can hear him shout no. He wants an explanation. He thought that Teasley got fouled and was going to the line to shoot 3 more. So Jordan Griffin's getting his explanation. They had 3/10 of a second back on the clock. That has been taken down, and they have formally changed it. So Jordan Griffin definitely thinks he got the short end of that stick, as Teasley was trying to sell that he got fouled. But if that shot had gone after the buzzer rang, then not only is there no shot, but there's no foul. Now on the other end of the hoop, near the Peachtree Ridge side, the officials, I think I know what they're going to do. They already turned off one of the shot clocks, and I think they're going to turn this one off so people don't get confused. And I think they're just going to keep the shot clock down on the floor with the ref. So the shot clock, the problem with the shot clock, it actually started with the shot clock to our left on the Norcross side of things. I think that was the first issue. Now, I'm not sure maybe they're just turning it off and turning it back on again. That might be, as we get the technician coming down. So I think we're going to go with no shot clock that we can see. It'll be kept on the floor, and that's going to make life a little interesting for the players, because they've finally gotten to the point where they know that shot clock is going down. It's in their head. They have to keep looking at it to see where they are. Now they won't have that. They won't have that. So it'll be a challenge for both squads. And you're sure that you're going to have somebody whose job it is to keep the shot clock either in their head or with a stopwatch, and to let them know when it's going down as we start our second quarter with Norcross on the attack. They're up by 6, 16-10. A 10-8 run for the Lions to end the first quarter. Let's see if the Devils can get their defense back up. Now the Lions have turned up their defensive pressure. They want to get a 3 going as Jordan puts it up. It's to the right bounce. Ball bounces way out. Now it didn't hit any rim. So the shot clock, if we're keeping it, did not reset. It's got to hit the rim to reset. To the near side. There's a 3 for Panoam. Yes. And Panoam with 7. And Jordan Griffin is beside himself. He's come out all the way on the court with 7:20 remaining. Now that should have been a shot clock violation, because the shot clock's 35 seconds. And remember, on that first 3 ball, it didn't hit the rim. And that's what Jordan Griffin is complaining about. So maybe we're not playing without a shot clock here. That could be the issue. And I think he called a timeout just so he can make his point. So Peachtree Ridge calls the timeout. Norcross ahead 19-10, 7:20 remaining. And so confusion is reigning which is kind of interesting because I bet the fans really don't know about that. So we'll see how this gets called for the rest of the day. 19-10, following that 3 ball from Panoa. So he's got 8 points on the ball game. And Peachtree Ridge with their first attack of the second quarter. Truman with 3 points. Dames has got 5. Teasley with 2. And Teasley with the ball. He drives. Goes with that sky hook. Can't get it. The sky hook is coming to the left when he puts it up. And that is going to be a travel on Jordan. Took that extra hop. Tossed an elbow in there for good measure. And it's going to go back to the Lions. It's just about 7 minutes to go here in our second quarter. Norcross up by 9, 19-10. Here's Chuhan. Fakes the pass to Dames and gets it to number 5, Peters. Dames, and I guess Norcross has figured out who they're going to bug early on. Somehow, getting the ball underneath was Colin Washington. He's got an easy basket. First 2 for Washington makes it 19-12 with 6:34 to go until halftime. Panoa, left side, can't get it, gets fouled. And that foul will be on Washington. Take a look at Washington's bucket. Just found himself in the right area as Dames couldn't get to it. All alone on that right side. Easy basket for him. Now here's Panoa. And he's going to not get the bounce. Got it. Hit the hoop on kind of the left side of the iron, but it kicked to the right. And he couldn't get the roll. Now he's got one more. It's up and a lot of backspin. It goes. So Panoa with 9. It's 20-12 with 6:27 remaining in our half. Oh, what do you know? There's Peachtree Ridge. Oh, good move. They got Washington, and Washington got his defender in the air. He's able to get another basket. Going in, not getting the it was Panoa. And I think Panoa will get called for the charge. It should be his second. Yeah, I'm sorry, that wasn't Panoa. That was Abdur Rahman, his first. So we got 6 minutes to go. And a 6-point edge for the Devils. It was 16-10 at the end of 1. So both teams have put up 4 here in our second frame. Washington tries to cut through. And they want to drive. That's going to be a touch foul on Abdur Rahman, his second. They get him for a push. So 2 quick fouls on Abdur Rahman. We'll see if Jesse McMillan keeps him in the ball game. I think he will. Actually, all right. That's Chuhan with the ball. Again, they like to drive. Chuhan with the floater. Not up, but he gets his own rebound. Never gave up on it. That one's blocked. Wrestling away is Teasley. Teasley finds Dames. Dames a baseliner off the iron. Now Bond with the rebound. Bond wants that dunk. He wants that dunk very badly, and Dames can't handle it. It'll go out of bounds. Well, the Peachtree Ridge faithful are downstairs to our right. Norcross is across the way. Their student section right behind their bench. Again, as the 1C, the Blue Devils are the home team here at Joe Morrell Gymnasium, here at Duluth High School, Duluth. And there's a 3 that's good for A.J. Watkins. His first 3 points, 23-14. Duluth was in the play-in game, and they won that one, but then they got down by North Gwinnett in the first round, or the second round, I guess. Teasley can't hit a 3 ball. Teasley with 2 points. 23-14, 4:45 left. Panoa into the lane, right hand, good. And Panoa with 11. Panoa, first player in double figures. Lead is stretched to 11, 25-14. Teasley. Nope, there's no room. Dames, left side. Chuhan, and it rolls off. Panoam's got the room for the rebound. Made the positioning. Oh, what a nice right-hander for Jordan. Marion Jordan with 9. And it's 27-14. Norcross with a 7-0 run. Here with 4 minutes to go. They're up by 13. Chuhan with the ball. Dames eyes the three from the wing, but it's to the left. And short. And he gets serenaded with air ball. Yeah, Norcross won by 25 when these two teams first met back when the year was young on January 6th at the House of Blue. Back at Peachtree Ridge High School at the end of the month. Had a different result. It was Norcross's last loss of the regular season. Peachtree Ridge has won 6 coming into this game. Norcross has won 3 in a row. Trying to find the open man. It's Ojukwu, and it's a little too strong for him. Teasley gets it. And he'll go the other way. That's going to be a goaltend on A.J. Watkins. Count the basket. As Byron Martin gets his name in the scorebook. Here's Martin going in, and yeah, ball was clearly on the downward side before Watkins knocked it away. So count the basket, ends that 7-0 run from the Devils. 27-16. There's another three, and it's off the heel for Jordan. Now Peachtree was trying to run. There's Teasley. Another creaming from behind. That was Panoa. Got back there. Now Bond from 3. A little bit off to the left, out of bounds, goes with the Devil. Boy, Teasley thought he had an uncontested layup. Look at this. Now watch Panoa come back. Yeah, right behind him. And as Teasley thought he had the layup, but Panoa just said, get that out of here. And the Devils trying to answer. Panoa from outside. That's short. And all of Norcross cleared out. And they'll give number 14, Washington, an open look at the rebound. Another three. It's off the heel. That one by Wallace. And Norcross. Here they go. There's Bond. And he couldn't get up. He was hamstrung by Jamel Peters. And Peters picks up his second foul. And Samarian Bond to the line. Largest lead was 13, and Bond's going to try to equal that right here with a couple of shots. Spinning on the right side, putting it up and short. Well, neither team kind of handling the foul shooting situation. Peachtree Ridge 0 for 3. And Norcross, they are 4 of 8. As Bond has one more. He's got 2 points. And make it 3. Timeout Norcross. Comes with 2:41 remaining as Norcross takes it forward. And the Devils ahead 28-16. A reminder, the winner of this matchup will host Collins Hill in the first round, while the loser will host Mountain View. Now the 3-4 seeds for Region 7, North Gwinnett will have the 3 seed. Berkmar will take the 4 seed. And North Gwinnett will travel to the loser of that Buford-Mill Creek game, while Berkmar will get the winner of said Buford-Mill Creek game. And North Gwinnett, very interesting season for North Gwinnett. They lost the game you saw right here on SUVTV to Drew Charter, 74-51. That game was a couple of weeks ago over at Milton High School. As we get ready for, to restart this second quarter. Well, they got the shot clock back. Maybe they did turn it off and turn it back on. So we'll see if this is going to stay operational for the remainder of this contest. As we're back to live action. 28-16, John Mordo here. Thanks so much for staying with us here on the SUVTV. And stepping out of bounds as he tried to throw an outlet pass is Bradley Goins. And that ball will Goins back to Norcross. Going to the near side. There's Ojukwu. Ojukwu with a bounce pass to Pinoam. Pinoam wants to go into the corner. Working perimeter against this 2-3. Who wants it? And short for Jordan. But it goes to Bond, and Bond tries to get a shot off after his shoulder gets thrown. Can't get it in. Out of bounds. Oh, yeah. So still belong to the Devils. Bond is playing like a bull underneath. Not afraid to use his body to clear out some space. Watkins to the near side, and Pinoam. Pinoam justifying that Region Player of the Year honor that he just picked up, already with 11 points. We're under 2 minutes. There's a 3-ball. Good for Ojukwu, and he's got 5 on the night. Makes it 31-16, largest lead at 15 points. Peachtree Ridge got an answer here. Long three for Teasley, and he got it. Teasley with 5, his first three-pointer of the night. 31-19. Teasley has tried a lot of jumpers, but that one went in for him. Now, Pinoam just couldn't get that, redirect the alley-oop. Got his own rebound. He'll go to the opposite side and get the fall. Pinoam with 13 now. 33-19. 1:15 to go. Jesse McMillan signaling touchdown. Good on the 3-ball from Washington. Now Peachtree Ridge content to hit 3 balls while Norcross settles for layups. It's an 11-point game, 33-22. Ojukwu off the knee of Kush Chuhan. So they kicking it to the near side, launching a 3-ball, and good for Colin Washington. 7 points for Colin, all in this quarter, as we're under a minute remaining. That was a little bit of a walk there for Pinoam, but he couldn't hit the layup. Trying to answer Teasley, he got it blocked. And it will go back to Peachtree Ridge, as getting up there was Watkins to block that 3-ball for Teasley. 38 seconds to go. Blue Devils up by 11. They scored 17 in the quarter to Peachtree Ridge's 12. Get it in the backcourt. Well, at least the shot clock's now working. They got it figured out. We'll see if it stays operational for the rest of this game. They had an open look for 3 on the far side with Goins. Passes it up. Go Dames from the Coffin quarter. Off the heel. And a good shot by Bond to steal the rebound. Bond, he goes in. He will not be denied. Bond with 5. And it's back to 13, 35-22. 11 seconds remaining. Teasley from the corner. Too strong. And another example of getting hit on a 3. Norcross has done this several times tonight. And that will be the second foul on Pinoam. There's the 3 as Pinoam just went right into him. Too strong on that. This will be the second time today that Peachtree Ridge has had an opportunity for 3 foul shots. Chuhan missed one in the game's opening moments. Teasley misses the first one, as get a good look at Jesse McMillan. Second shot is good. Longtime Norcross head coach, took over for Eddie Martin when Eddie made, I think, the second retirement. As Teasley makes that one. Been there about, I would say, going on 10 years at least. Makes the second. Now Teasley with 7. Time winding down. Fighting his way through. No good for Ojukwu. And we're at the half. Your score at the break, Norcross 35, Peachtree Ridge 24. The lead is now 11. And we'll be back with the third quarter, second half action in about 10 minutes right here as you continue to ride with the SUVTV.
Breda Pest Management proudly supports Georgia high school basketball. The Bredas believe in giving back to the communities they serve, and since 1975, Breda has protected homes from bugs and critters. See more at Breda, BREDA, pest.com.
When you see the future, defy it. When you see all of the infinite possibilities, free them from the wildest parts of your imagination. Raise the bar and exceed it. Make the road ahead by being the muse and the maker, by making this journey legendary. Be iconic.
It was always a tradition in the family to play saxophone. My mom was a saxophone player.
I started playing in the 7th grade. It makes me happy to know that he's following my footsteps. I'm really honored.
My mom was taking me on a college tour at Shaw University, and she's like, oh, look, DJ, that's the McDonald's I used to go to. This McDonald's is so important because it ended up being a place where our band members would go to get to know each other outside of the band room.
Oh, you, no, you.
It's definitely like our student union.
But with fries.
For our crew to go to that same McDonald's she went to, such a big deal for me. I wouldn't want it any other way.
Two clap for the youth. You.
And tonight's winning numbers are 18, 55, 39, 71, and 43.
43?
Those numbers again.
We won!
Yes!
Quick, the quicker picker-upper. Bounty picks up messes quicker, and each sheet is 2 times more absorbent, so you can use less.
I'll hold on to that.
Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
My name is Diedrich Hadiaki Hajawara Thomas. I'm the CEO of Hadiaki, a fashion house designing garments for notable clients in the sports and entertainment industry. My studio is built around a lifestyle, built around an experience. If you were to think of Maison Hadiaki, you would think of a fashion house that exists in Paris. So it's something that you have to come and really see with your own eyes. Some of my most notable clients that I've worked with over the years include Samuel L. Jackson, Urban Magic Johnson, Steve Smith, Paul Millsap, Steve Harvey, Mo Williams, Clifford, Tip Harris, just to name a few.
I've known Diedrich for maybe 4 years now. The same amount of time I've been getting my custom bespoke garments from Hadiaki. I don't think you can get much better.
Like that? Here at Hadiaki, it's a different experience for each client. We really focus on the individuality of the client. So the first thing we do is actually go through a consultation with the client to really understand, their needs, their wants, their desires. After they go through that process, we end up with something that parallels their aspirations. So how you feel, man?
It's all smooth.
We're actually really, able to take them through the process of accomplishing that goal. And it's just unique to them.
when you don't feel like working and you still got to go to work. That's the grind. And that's what you have to do sometimes.
When you choose to put in the work and embrace the journey, success has no choice but to find you.
Buzz, come here. I want to see you tomorrow at 4 p.m. with the varsity.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations, you made it.
Thank you, Coach.
All right.
This one's for every sports fan who just spent the entire game explaining to someone the entire game. You've compromised enough. Pepsi Zero Sugar.
And welcome back here at the SUVTV. John Morgan, appreciate you riding along with us here. As we start our third quarter, just want you to know that Breeda Pest Management is a proud supporter of Georgia High School athletics. Nobody wants uninvited guests taking up residence in their homes, and we're not talking about the in-laws. Breeda Pest Management protects you from bugs and critters of all sizes. Breeda has been keeping Georgia homes bug and critter free for 50 years, and see more at EDAPest.com. Start the third quarter, Norcross with an 11-point lead, and it might be more, as can't get the layup is Ojoku, but he's going to get fouled and go to the line. 35-24 Norcross, and the Devils will get a chance to add on to things as we start our second half. Foul's going to be on Chuhan, his first. Comes early in the third quarter, 11 seconds have elapsed. So Chuhan, who had 3 points in the first, will attempt a couple of foul shots. They're 2 of 5, make that 3 of 6. Chuhan, who was 0 for 3 in the first, gets his fourth point, 36-20. I'm sorry. Ojoku will make both of them. So Ojoku at 7, and 37-24. Near Panoam with 13 for the Devils. That leads them in that category. Again, he's the Region Player of the Year. Danes with it. And a nice tip away. Trying to get the reverse layup. It goes for Jordan. Jordan now with 11. What a nice leaning tip on the outlet pass. Just got to it and got the layup. Setting up for a 3-ball short, but Dames is trying to clean it up, and he does. And we're going to have a quick timeout. That was Byron Martin who tried the 3 as we started things off. Let's take a look at that tip again. Amarian Jordan went to his right hand, got the reverse layup. Look at the way he anticipated the pass, turned his body all around, and got the ball to drop. So Peachtree Ridge takes a timeout with 7:16 remaining. And the Devils ahead 39-26. As Coach Griffin didn't like what he saw there, but he had to like Dames making that rebound shot to get the Lions back on the board. 39-26, 7:15 remaining in our third quarter of action. Here from Joe Morrell Gymnasium here at Duluth High School. The championship matchup for Region 7 of 7A, Georgia's top classification. Off to the right side, getting his own rebound, can't get that one to go, is Panoam. And it will stay with the Devils. Driving is Rahman, he comes back out. And he gives it to Ojoku. Ojoku dribbles into the paint, kicks it out. Swinging it around. There's a 3-shot from the wing. That looks good. It's good for A.J. Watkins. Watkins with 6. And it's a 16-point lead. 42-26, 6:39 to go. Peters, again, he made the defensive team. Peters left, kicks it in the corner and gets it back. Peters got to swing it around to the sideline. Shot clock at 14. Teasley stops. To the near side, trying to find the open man. The floater will go for Byron Martin. And that's 4 for him. 42-28. 6:10 left in the third. As Rahman into the corner. Good for Ojoku, and he's got 10. It's been a 3-point barrage, and the lead is 17, 45-28, with under 6 minutes left in the third. Teasley hoists it. A little too strong. Fighting for the rebound. It will go to Jordan. And Teasley will knock it out of bounds. It will stay with the Devils. Take a look at Teasley on that swing around. And a great floater from Byron Martin that dropped in. 45-28. Ojoku with a floater off the heel, trying to put it in, and staying with it is Jordan. He'll get fouled. Jordan stays with it. And I believe Peters will pick it up. It's his third. Norcross only had 5 personal fouls in that entire first half. And 3 in the second, 2 in the first. as Lamarian Jordan with 11 points so far. Trying to make it an 18 or 19 point lead for his Norcross Blue Devils. First one drips around and goes. Jordan with 12. And Peters with 3 fouls has to come out. Colin Washington, who had 7 points off the bench in the second quarter, will take his place. Second one good as well. So Jordan with 13, 47-28, 5:30 left in our third quarter of action. Floater in the lane, off the heel, trying to keep it alive is Wallace. Out of bounds. That was Chuhan who attempted that little floater. Couldn't get it to drop, but the Lions will get another crack at things. Bounce pass to Martin. Martin will back it up, Jordan by Ojokwu. Teasley, who likes to put it from outside, but mainly in the corners. Now Chuhan into that corner. Washington fakes the 3. Chuhan will go baseline and a little short. Rebound, Pinoa gets tipped by Teasley. You notice Norcross will always start running with the basketball. Whenever they get it, they're going to run. They want to get those fast break baskets. As we look for the last 3-pointer, Ojokwu hit to give him 10 points. 47-28, lead is 19, largest lead for the Devils. Cutting inside, looked like, fooled me. I thought they were going to Watkins, but Pinoa came down with it, and his drive won't go. Pinoa, no points so far in the third. Peachtree Rich trying to make him pay. There's a 3-ball from Teasley, and again, it was in that corner. Jordan with the rebound. And Jordan's going to slow things up with 4:30 remaining in the third quarter. Jordan got back down after giving the ball up. Take a high bounce, rolls off. Pinoa got position, and he'll make the basket. Pinoa with 15. His first points in the quarter. Lead is now broken the 20-point barrier, 49-28. Teasley stops in the lane, good. Teasley with his first basket of the second half. He's got 9, back under 20, 49-38. Driving is Ojokwu, left hand, no. But bouncing in and getting the glass cleanup will be A.J. Watkins, and Watkins with 8. 51-30, Teasley again with the soft touch in the lane. That's what they've done the last 2 times down the court. 51-32. And Norcross girls beat Peachtree Ridge by 19 in this girls final. That was just concluded a little bit earlier. Boys trying the same, and that will not drop off the foul from Darius Wallace. That'll be his third. It'll be Bilal Abdur-Rahman to the line. He has not scored today. So this will be his chance to change that with 3:19 on the clock and a 19-point lead. As they clean up some schmutz underneath the basket. Dorman can't get it. A little short on that first one. Norcross is just so deep. They can afford if one of their starters has an off night. And Ojokwu with 10, but mainly it's Pinoa and Jordan. That one does not go either for Abdur-Rahman. Good night off the bench for Watkins with 8 points. 51-32, 3:10 left in the quarter. Teasley, he wants to stop and pop. But when he can't get the opportunity, he'll drive, go to that finger tipper, put a high floater, and get it in. He's done that 3 straight times in the lane. Lead down to 17, 51-34, 2:52 on the clock in the third. Pinoa will hand off to Ojokwu. Bond sizes it up from outside, goes to the left, and Washington will pick it up. Little run for the Lions as they could try to cut it to 15 or maybe 14. Dames will move inside for a long jump shot. Foul. This play is stopped. It will be Norcross basketball. I think they want to get Watkins back in. Take a look at Teasley with those great fingertippers and those lane floaters. He's certainly been changing his ball game. He used to try to hit from outside, really only made one of those myriad of threes. Now he's changed it up. He's changed his game. He's gone inside with a floater. And so far he's picking up a lot of points that way. As we see a press from the Lions. Norcross is able to inbound it to Abdul Rahman, and they're going to break it. And Abdul Rahman layup. That will be his first 2 points. 53-34, 2:15. Teasley pushes up from the foul line. It's going to go a little left. Ojoku with the board. Ojoku throws it in the corner. Panome sizes it and drops it. Panome with 18, and just like that, a 5-0 run, and it's a 22-point lead, 56-34. Dames will pick up a charge as he drives in. That's Dames' second. Let's take a look at Ojoku dishing it in the corner. Panome all day with that 3 ball, and he's got 18 on the night. Oh, I thought it was going to be a charge, and so they called it the other way, a block on Panome. I apologize for that. And it'll be Dames to the line. He'll make the basket and get the conversion. So he's got 10, makes it 56-37 with 2 minutes left. Oh, somehow splitting people is Abdul Rahman. And he's got 4, 2 layups, so his hand is getting a little warm here. 58-37. Driving Dames, he had it knocked, got it back and puts the layup in. Dames at 12. Abdul Rahman got a hand in there. Dames stayed with it and got the layup. But still, Peachtree Ridge in a very deep hole as we approach the end of the 3rd quarter. Winner of this one will host Collins Hill in that first round. It'll go back to Peachtree Ridge as Abdul Rahman couldn't hit it. And Watkins knocked it out of bounds. Dames trying to put it in the lane, now picking up the dribble. This is Bradley Goines. Haven't seen too much of Goines. He'll get it, and he'll get the contact. That's the 3rd foul on Abdul Rahman. Let's take a look at Goines. Comes crossover, got the contact, got the basket. His first basket of the festivities, and a chance for another 3-point play with 53 seconds remaining. Short on the conversion. 58-41. Into the corner. Abdul Rahman cannot drive in, so he's got to bring it back out. Peachtree Ridge in the 2-3. Abdul Rahman, we're going to slow things up a little bit. Now they turned the shot clocks off, maybe because of we're so late in the quarter. Yeah, apparently they not working again. Here's Watkins trying to dish it out. And is that going to be a shot clock violation? It is. So even though there is no shot clock, to see Norcross commits the violation. This is what happened to the Devils when we started the 2nd quarter. And there was no shot clock. They were able to play through it and got a basket 40 seconds in. And tell you what, Jordan Griffin is probably cheering the refs right about now because he wanted that the first time out. Got it now, so Peachtree Ridge with a chance to get a little closer as this 3rd quarter ends. The possession arrow favors the Devils in our final frame. See if Dames will go in. No, they got to go for 3. And that one is going to not take a good bounce for Byron Martin. And we are at the end of the 3rd quarter. Norcross scores 23 points. Peachtree Ridge can only counter with 17, and the lead is now 17. It's Norcross 58, Peachtree Ridge 41. As we finish the third quarter of action here in our region championship game from Joe Morelli Gymnasium at Duluth. Breda Pest Management is a proud supporter of Georgia High School athletics. The best defense to stopping bugs and critters, that would be Breda Pest Management. Breda's been protecting homes all over Georgia for nearly 50 years. See why so many homeowners choose Breda to protect their homes at BREDAPest.com. Breda Pest Management, a proud supporter of Georgia High School athletics and the SUVTV. Here as we start our tournament week, here in the SUVTV, we'll have multiple championship games. We'll have some action for you tomorrow as Georgia wraps up the regular season and we start our second and third season. Region tournaments held just for state playoff berths. Norcross and Peachtree Ridge each got automatic berths into the semis, which means they got berths into state. They won their games to advance to get the home games. And now it's just a matter of whoever wins this one will get the region title, but more importantly, we'll get home seed for the first two rounds. So if Norcross, if they win, if they play Collins Hill, they'll play the winner of the 5-6 game on the opposite end of the bracket, as brackets are going to be very slowly getting filled in. We're going to have championship tournament games tomorrow, a slew on Friday, before things finally get wrapped up. And in the first round of the state playoffs will be on Tuesday, and they will finish in the Macon Centraplex, March 8th through the 10th on GBB Knowledge Channel. Now we're back to live action for our fourth and final frame as the Devils have a 17-point lead, and this is the third matchup against Peachtree Ridge this season. They've split the first two, each winning at their own home court. Now this is their first matchup in a neutral court setting, as Pinoam can't hit from outside, but streaking in there is Abdul Rahman to get the rebound, and the shot clocks are working again here at Duluth. Driving in is Abdul Rahman, and he'll get it. 6 points for Abdul Rahman. 60-41 with 7:13 left in regulation. Peachtree Ridge is really going to have to start moving here, but they may just be playing out the string. Into the corner, Goins will drive, goes to the opposite side, almost slipping, but able to get up the right hand is Martin. He cannot use the glass. Now, Ojoku goes opposite side, can't get it, and they're going to bounce it around, and it'll be Jordan going to the line. Ojoku with 10. Foul will be assessed on Colin Washington, his second, as we take a look at that drive from Abdul Rahman, splitting the lane, getting the layup, and giving Norcross a 19-point lead, as there's our first foul shot from Jordan. He's got 14, and the lead is 20, 61-41. Second shot, good too. So Jordan with 15. 62-41, 6:45 left in regulation. Their point guard trying to do a no-look pass to Washington, but let him a little too much. And it goes out back to the Devils. Putting the game away here as they're up by 21 with 6:30 remaining. Abdul Rahman probably going to start milking a little clock here. Sure enough, Pinoam. They'll go in the backcourt. Here's Ojoku. A little bit of give and go. Shot clock to 10. Spinning is Jordan. Fall away. Skips off the rim. Chuhan with the board. Peachtree Ridge is going to have to get buckets pretty much every time they come down the court. Down by 21. 6 minutes left. Dames off balance. Trying to get a foul. Doesn't get it. Washington gets the rebound. Dames with 12. No on the three ball. But it'll go to Teasley. Teasley gets room, and it's sent out of bounds. Great block by Jordan. Shuhan will inbound it. Take a look at that block. Jordan with a couple of blocks here today. Long outlet for Teasley. Teasley with 13. He leads Peachtree Ridge in scoring. Stops at the elbow, trying to get around. Doesn't get enough English, though. Norcross. Now noted, normally they would run. Well, I'm not sure if Ojoku would have run, as he lost the ball and it goes out of bounds. He's trying to get it back. And it'll go back to Peachtree Ridge. And it's Shuhan to inbound. Looks like Watkins is going to come in for Jordan. Timeout. Looks like Norcross is going to take it. A full with 5:24 to go. Blue Devils up comfortably, 62-41 over Peachtree Ridge, trying to take a 2-1 lead, and we'll take a quick break here on the SUVTV, sponsored by Breeder Pest Management.
Breda Pest Management proudly supports Georgia high school basketball. The Bredas believe in giving back to the communities they serve, and since 1975, Breda has protected homes from bugs and critters. See more at Breda, BREDA, pest.com.
Welcome back to Earth.
Thanks, it was pretty life-changing.
Dude, it was 8.5 minutes. I didn't even get to finish my burrito.
Technology lets you vacation in space, but to get work done on Earth, you need more than technology. You need CDW.
So with the Cisco hybrid work environment, we can deliver the same network experience to all your offices. Space spaghetti. Securely connecting your team from anywhere.
Houston, we have a solution.
We get it, Greg. You've been to space.
Cisco makes hybrid work possible. CDW makes it powerful.
And we're back to live action. John Morgo here. Thank you for writing for this SUVTV. You can check the SUVTV.com for game replays and schedule updates as we go through tourney week. It's Norcross and Peachtree Ridge for the Region 7 of Classification 7, a lot of sevens in there, championship. Winner will host Collins Hill. Loser will face Mountain View in the first round of the state tournament, to be held next week. Drive off the glass won't fall for Martin. Norcross with the board. 5 minutes left. Blue Devils up comfortably, 21. Hard pass to Ojoku as Jesse McMillan has pretty much told his Devils, hey, we're going to work the clock here. We're up by 21. We can take as much time as we want. As Norcross tries to extend their dominance here on the 5A, 7A side of things. They are the defending champion. And that one jumps off from Panoa. Bond couldn't redirect it. There's a scrum. Dames comes up with it. Long outlet for Washington. He's too far underneath. Feeds in the corner. Back to Dames. Steps into three from a wing and off to the right. Shuhan with it. And Shuhan's going to set things up. But there's Teasley with the three. Teasley with 16. And now the lead is 18, 62-44 as we get to the halfway point of the fourth quarter. The Peachtree Ridge, Coach Griffin says, hey, as long as there's time on this clock, we got a shot. Just got to play smart, don't foul, and don't give up on any easy baskets for the Devils. Let this 2-3 zone do what it needs to do. And again, the shot clock is only on one end. And the shot clock out again. It's on the far side. They can't stop it. So the officials having all sorts of trouble with the clock. Preferably the shot clock. They cannot seem to get that thing on the same page from both ends. As Peachtree Ridge uses the occasion to get some more subs in, they're going to give Dames and Shuhan a bit of a break. Goins is back in. Teasley's not coming out for anything. Xavier January, number 23, he's in the ball game. First time we've seen him. And Byron Martin in. So now they got to redo this with the shot clock. Tip on the outlet pass. Getting it back, however. Now moving around, getting the three is Abdul Rahman. Hops off the rim. Great rebound for Panoa. He cannot get it up, and they will call a jump ball. And it should be Peachtree Ridge's ball with 3:34 to go. And Teasley to inbound. Teasley brings it in. He'll give it to Goins. They got to try to get threes. Washington steps in for a mid-range. He's got it. That's 9 for Washington. He had 7 in the second quarter. Lead is now 16. 5-0 run for the Lions, as they've got it to 16. Still ways to go. And let's see if Norcross is just going to play keep away for a little bit as the clock gets to 3 minutes. Panoam's got room, and he got blocked. And that is a kind of a shot that Jesse Malin doesn't want. At least either if you don't make the basket or get a foul, make sure you hit the shot. That one rimmed out on the 3 attempt for Martin. And now that had gone. Now, no. Bond has been wanting that dunk the whole ball game. He thought he had it, and he might have came down hard on that shoulder as he comes up limping. Let's take a look. Bond has been wanting this dunk this entire ball game, and he got punched off by January. As we get the other end, look at January come in, hit him right in that shoulder. So Bond, he's on his feet now, and he will take some foul shots. Again, Bond has been wanting that emphatic tomahawk dunk, that 10.0 on the Richter scale. He's been wanting that this whole ball game as he hits the foul shot. He's only got 6 points, and he thought he had it here. Jesse McMillan makes his second. He's looking at his list, checking it twice. 64-46, 2:42 to go. Lead up to 18 now. Now going in is January. Nice move around Watkins, who probably has a admonition to not foul. And it's back to 16. 2:25 to go. Peachtree Ridge has got to start making a run here. Ojoku's got room, and he will be fouled. That will go against Washington. That will be Collins' third. And now Ojoku to the line with 2. Chance to get it back up to 18 with 2:19 to go. And some fans kind of heading out to the exits. And Ojoku with 11. 65-48. So it looks increasingly likely Norcross will host Collins Hill in the first round of the state playoffs. And Peachtree Ridge will get Mountain View. That's going to be a dangerous game. Those Mountain View Bears have played very well this season. Saw them a little earlier on the SUV against Milton. They gave Milton all they could handle for a while. Now Peachtree Ridge calls timeout with 2:19 to go and a 66-48 Blue Devil lead. And this game, sure, it's going to hurt, but really it's all about seeding in the state playoffs. So really those semifinal games are the games to get into the semis. That's kind of the exciting ball games, really. That's where a lot is on the line. And also that's why these regions have set up these tournaments in the way they have, so their top teams will not get upset and stay out of the state playoffs. They want to make sure they all get in. Improve their strength of schedule or something like that. There's Ojoku with the steal. He's looking to see who's following. He'll take it himself foul. And that'll be on Goins. His first. 2:03 to go. Ojoku will try to make it a 20-point game. $2:03 to go. As Ojoku gets the ball. First one is good. Ojoku with 13. Now one more. Yes. And that's 14 for him. 68-48. Lead back to 20 as we're at 2 minutes to go. You know, Peachtree Ridge seems like they're going to hold things. Going in, it's a jump shot for January, doesn't hit anything. Watkins with the rebound. Trying to drive in. Well, at halftime, it's Buford 24, Mill Creek 20. That's the last update I have from the 8A championship game over at the Buford Civic Center. And we're going to have another foul there on January 2nd. And Ojoku will make more foul shots. That one, first one was good. I'm sorry, that was Panoa. Panoa with 19 now. Missed the second one. 69-48, 90 seconds remaining. Another steal, but January's there with the floater, not enough. Back to Norcross. That's Ojoku. He's got the layup, 16. Now Norcross kind of putting the stamp on it. They're up by 23, 71-48. As we get the final moments in this one. As you can hear the Norcross faithful, they want some scrubs in here in this championship final game. And I think Peachtree Ridge has said, you know what, we're done. We're down by 23. We're just going to stop trying here. We're just going to let this last minute of the ball game play itself out. And Ojoku will commit a touch foul to stop things up, to stop the clock so those bench players can get in. That's Ojoku's first foul. Norcross has played a great defensive game. They have not fouled at all. Only two players with 3 fouls, but 8 overall. And sure enough, Mason Sampson comes in. Antonio Mulder, number 10, he's in. Trey Rose, number 25, is in. Watkins is in. And now they just got to get the ball. Well, they'll have one possession, that's for sure. Kai Sab, number 11, he's the other man in. And sure enough, Goins is just going to travel. And the Norcross faithful, they can't wait to see these subs get the ball. And now they're announcing they're announcing basically what the shot clock was going down to. That's what that was. So that 3 ball will be gone. Now 20 seconds remaining, and we're going to have one possession for the subs. And this crowd will erupt if one of them can get a point. Sab into the corner from Mulder. He'll take it. Too strong. And getting the rebound as Washington, and that's going to do it. So Norcross will win this one by a final score of 71-48. And the Blue Devils will take the Region 7 title. They'll host Collins Hill, and Peachtree Ridge will face Mountain View. I'm John Morgo. Thanks so much for watching. For our executive producer, Marks and Lisa Burnett, we'll, again, just watch the SUVTV for more games as we count down tournament week here in Georgia. So for everyone involved, have a good night, everybody.